Hello again. Welcome to the third part of the Parliament of Fowls, and we'll begin line 302. We have just been introduced to Venus, and then some of the other gods, Bacchus and Ceres, and now we see this beautiful queen, which we soon revealed as Natura, nature. And in a launda, a glade. That's the ancestor of our modern word lawn. We dropped the D. In a londa, upon an hill of flores, was set this noble goddess Natura. Of branches were her halles and her bores, erot after her cast and her measure. Mesura is, I almost gave that a modern pronunciation. Mesura, measure, it still means the same thing. Never nas fool that cometh of engendrur, that they ne were pressed in her presence to take her dom and give her audience. So all of the birds, and birds represent engendrur, birds that come to be through procreation. Well, that's all birds actually. So in other words, there's not the meaning is difficult to unravel. Sometimes we lose track of the negatives. Negatives are used so much differently in Middle English than in modern English. But what Chaucer means is there's not a single bird in all of birddom that is not there. For, and now here, wait for it, for this was on Saint Valentinus die. And so that's why we're reading this today, because on Saint Valentinus die, all of the birds in the universe go to this part of paradise um, to consult with nature. And what does nature do for them? Nature chooses their mates. Okay, so this is all about love. When every fool cometh there to chase his make, to choose his mate. So this is the catalog of birds that I anticipated last time. I almost jumped the gun, because after the catalog of trees, I said, oh, now it's time for the catalog of birds. But it doesn't come until now, lines 336 and following. So I'll jump right over that to the main point of the plot, and that is a particular bird. So all the birds come there to choose a mate, and the Chaucer, as narrator, realizes that he's been digressing just like a very bad Dr. Holmes lecture. And on 373, he says, but to the point. But to the point. Natura held on here a hand, because that's how you hold birds of prey, right? At least I do. Whenever I hunt with my eagles, I always have them on my. Of course, I put leather on my gloves, because they could rip right through my arm if they wanted to. So Natura is there holding her a formel egel of shop the gentilest. So the formel, which is a kind of eagle, is a female. Okay, and so she is there to chase her maka, to choose her mate. And the potential mates are all there. There's three of them. There's three tercels, another kind of eagle, and each one is going to make a bid. And this kind of takes the form of the courts of love in courtly love poetry, where they each have to make their case the way a lawyer would for his client. He that is most is worthy shall begin, and so they'll go by rank. Okay. This is some readers suggest that this is an allegory of of a specific courtship in 1380. After him beordra shall ye chase, line 400, after your kinder, everich as your laketh, and as your hap is, shall ye win or lese. Okay, as luck would have it. Hap refers to luck. It did not yet have the meaning in the word happy as, well, uh, happy, joyful. But which of y'all that lova most entreateth? God send him here that sorest for him seekest, that most intensely sorest sighs for him. Okay, so whoever um, whoever shows that he deserves the love of the formal eagle most will be chosen. So the first tercel swears his love and constancy, line 406. Unto me, unto, I should say, unto me sovereign lady and not me fairer. Okay, my sovereign lady, you are not my equal. I chase with will, and heart, and thought, the formal on your hand, so well wrought, so well made, so shapely, was I am all, whose I am all. All of me belongs to her. And ever will her serve, do what her lest, or do me leave or starve, whether I live or die, I'll always be in her service. The formal blushes at that great praise, and so it's time for the second tercel. And you know the problem with situations like this, the second liar ain't got a chance, as the old American proverb goes. So page 449. Line 449. Another tersel egle spak anon of lower kinde. Okay, so he's of a lower rank. Ansida, that shall not be. You're not going to get her. I love her bet than ye don be Saint John. I love her better than you do, by Saint John. Or at the least I love her as well as ye. And länger have served here in me degree. Okay, so I've been in her service longer than you have. The thrid angle. There's another transposition. Another what's the linguistic term? The metathesis. The thrid tersel egle answered though no serus. Ye ben the little laser nearer. For every fool crieth out to ben a go, forth with his makker or with his lady there. And ek natura herself ne will not hear, for tarrying here not half that I would desire, and but I spake I mote for sore wadie. Of long service avaunt I may nothing. He's referring back to the second tercel who said, I've served her longer. He says, well, I haven't for a long time. But that doesn't mean I love her less. A man may serve in bit and more top high in half a year, athwach it were no more, line 475, than some man doth that hath served full yora. Okay, so a man that has served a lady for only 6 months could serve her better than one that had been in her service for a dozen years. Chaucer, as narrator, loves these pleas, and he marvels at them. And this is a shorter video than the first two, but it's actually time for me to go talk to you about the The Man of Law's Tale, which by the time you see this, of course, I will have already done. Isn't that amazing how video allows you to time travel? The only time traveler I ever knew was my dad. My dad, he told me that his car could go back in time because every day it would go to take him to work, and every day he would go back in time for dinner. With that low blow, we'll look forward to the third. Is this the? No, this is the third. We'll look forward to the fourth video. They're just piling up, ain't they? So we'll see you on the other side. God bless you.